Okay. So initially, I said that I didn't want to speak on Stormy. I didn't want to speak on Stormy, her family, her mom, because I didn't want to judge her, right? And I didn't want to judge her based off of what we've seen on the show. But like I said with Escape and their drama and their show, we don't know these people. All we can judge them off of is what they give us on the show, right? Their attitude, their behaviors on the show. That's all we know. And from what I've gotten from Stormy is that she's an opportunist. Not that being an opportunist is a completely bad thing, because what other ways do you grow and you get different avenues of income than to take up opportunities, right? But it depends. It's just how you go about the situation. Stormy's the type of opportunist that they were trying to say that Todd was, right? He just used people to level up. He levels up with women, and it just seems like that what Stormy was doing to me. She befriended Melody, or portrayed herself to be Melody's friend, when in actuality she already had a perception of Melody. It was said that her and Ariane were once cool. I'm not going to say that they were friends, but they knew each other. They were aware of each other. They spent some time together, maybe. And her mom has been posting since I think 2020. They went back on posts that her mom was posting about Melody, speaking very negatively about her. So Stormy befriended Mel, or made herself seem as though she was a friend of Mel, or trying to create a friendship with Melody, and then turned around and now her mom is bashing Mel. And that type of opportunist is low down. It's low down. Like, you don't just put yourself into someone's life to elevate yourself and then turn around and give them a smack in the face. So Stormy is filming what seems to be a mini show. Like, she's trying to, I guess, maybe create her own show and get a deal for her own show, which can't hate on that. Like, hey, if it works for you, it works for you. And maybe that's what she needs to do, opposed to just getting on something that Melody created and causing drama, causing a rift. So if she can garner enough of views and fans to get her own show, you know what? Have at it. Have at it, girl. I would rather for her to do that than to continue to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville and have a fan base hate her from what we see. And from what we see is you're not genuine, you're not loyal, you are a backstabber, and you're sneaky, right? Well, at least that's what I see. I don't know what y'all see, but that is exactly what I see. Stormy is the new Destiny. I had someone to come in and say that, and I completely agree. I was like, you know what? Stormy is Destiny with a man and a mama. With a man and a mama. Like, she is complaining, because everybody's like, well, where's the rift? Like, where is the disconnect in the friendship between Stormy and Mel? And just like Destiny, Stormy seems to be needy. They're going off of a storyline, well, not even a storyline, but an accusation that Tisha put out that Melody uses people when she needs them, and then when everything is good, she disappears, right? And that's exactly what Stormy said in a nutshell. She was like, in the clip, she said, she likes consistency. Don't talk to her and then disappear for months and then come back, because that's not genuine to her. Well, I completely disagree, because people have lives. And as we can see, Melody is a very busy woman. She's creating different businesses. She's growing her businesses. She has 4 kids. 4. My son runs me raggedy, and he's just one child. So imagine 4 children, multiple businesses, an ex-husband, and your children's father dragging you in and out of court after he's embarrassed you and just drug you and turning everybody against you. Don't nobody have time to be on the phone with friends all day, every day. Yes, it would be needed for comfort and for someone to reassure you and to help you and to just be like, you know what, girl, we're here for you. We got you. And take the time off that you need. I'm going to be right here. That's a friend. You don't have to speak to a person every day, all day in order to be their friend. You don't have to be around a person 24/7 in order to be a friend. I have friends from the 7th grade, and mind you, I'm 33 years old now, right? I have a couple of friends from the 7th grade who I call my brother and my sister. I went years without speaking to these people because as life has gone on, we all have, merged and ventured into different things. Life has happened to us, but we come back around. They have the same number. I've changed them over, a couple of times over the years, but if I call them, I can sit up and talk to them. I spoke to my brother a couple of days ago, and we was on the phone for hours. That's friendship. That's love. That's genuine. You don't have to constantly be in somebody's behind in order to be their friend. So now I'm not buying that. I think that's a way of Stormy deflecting from the truth. And it's really that she wants Mel's spot. She wants to be the star of the show. Hence, she's trying to put it out there. She's trying to create her own show. Like, people don't understand, like, wait your turn. Your turn can come. If it's for you, you'll get it. And instead of people just Stormy, Destiny, Tisha, instead of people just genuinely being happy for someone, Melody, and waiting their turn, they want to just tear her down in order to build themselves up. And that never works. You will never succeed off of someone else's downfall. Like, it'll never be good for you. You'll always have more backlash than support when you try to tear somebody else down in order to build yourself up. That's just not life. That's not how life goes. And that's what these people fail to realize. So by Stormy coming in and being the new Destiny, and her mom coming in being the new Wanda, to an already created ensemble cast that has a fan base, and coming after the star Melody, who has a large fan base, somewhat like the Beehive, somewhat like Nicki Minaj's fans. Like, Melody has a strong fan base. For every one person that dislike her, there may be 100 people that love her. And it's because of her struggle. It's because of what she went through. It's because of what she endured and what she overcame. That is what they are failing to realize. It's not about how much money you have, because it seems like Stormy is well off. She said it time and time again. She's rich. She has her businesses and her business, and she's not in need of anything. Like, she's good financially, but your personality stinks. Your attitude stinks. You as a person stink, and including your mama. That just a whole landfill. Like, it's trash. It's gutter, but it's disgusting. And for someone who is as established as Stormy, I would think that, you would want to come in, likable. This is a great way for Stormy to continue to grow her business and her brand. And she's coming in like, okay, challenge. Nobody else was able to knock Melody off her pedestal, her high horse. I'm going to be the one to do that. No. All that's going to do is make people dislike you even more. All that's going to do is just cause even more rift for you. Like, just, it's not a good look. And her mother, as disrespectful and as hood as she is, she should have let that lady stay exactly where she was. Quiet on the sideline. Because Stormy, let's not forget that Stormy got very upset when the fans were calling her ghetto. She was emotional about that, because she was like, to me, it was like, I got so much money. I'm not ghetto. I can't be ghetto. Baby, having money does not buy class. That does not make you a classy person. That does not make you a respectable person. And if she wanted us to feel like she was just this good old country girl that came from nothing and made herself into a millionaire, and she's chasing chickens around the yard, and she's out here feeding deers, you should have left your mama up outside of this show, because her presence only strengthened what we think about you. Y'all are ghetto. Y'all are a ghetto hood red hot mess. You can't blame us for what we see. You can't blame us from what we feel. And this is what you guys are giving. Disrespectful, ghetto, disloyal. I could go on. And this is exactly why I didn't want to speak on her, because you peg people out wrong in the beginning, right? And you want to like them. And that was me from season 1. I had this cast all mixed up. I didn't like Melody because I felt she was stuck up. I felt that she was just not untruthful. But as the time went on, I realized it wasn't Melody that I disliked. It was her loyalty to a disrespectful and unfaithful husband that made me dislike her, because I wanted to see her strength as a woman. And when she showed me that, hey, I love Mel. In the beginning, I loved Kimmy. I thought this was a strong, sincere, solid woman. But as the accusations came out about Maurice, I saw her bend a little bit. As she stood up to her feelings about Tisha, and Maurice didn't like that, and he pushed Tisha on her and pulled her away from Melody, I didn't like that. Kimmy wasn't what I thought she was. The whole time I just thought Tisha was weak. Just weak. Now I feel like she's just weak and jealous. Just weak and envious. She's trying to present herself to be a strong-minded businesswoman, just smart, educated, and full of degrees. That doesn't matter. I still see her as weak and envious. So I didn't want to judge Stormy, because I'm like, well, maybe, she was rah because she wanted to prove to Melody that she was down for her. But then she just flipped, and the rah went to her mom towards Melody. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? This is a hot mess. A good hot mess, and great for TV because I'm going to keep watching. But nonetheless, it's a hot mess. So we're going to sit back, wait for this season to premiere, wait for these episodes to air, wait for them to get on social media and give us a little more than what they've given us on the television screen. And we're going to go from there. But as of now, Stormy she was, and still remain a no for me.